Spring Avenue in downtown Tyler, Texas was given the name Spring due to the underground water springs that run actively beneath the busy street. The significance of Spring Avenue is that not only is the street built over active springs, but the bricks and asphalt serve as the top cover for a nearly quarter-mile long underground tunnel.
Back in 1982, they started the construction of the Smith County Jail, and one of the things that it was, they were thinking about how they're going to get inmates from the jail to the courthouse when actually the jail was actually at the courthouse. And so they come up with the idea of having an underground tunnel, which would mean that the inmates would be in a secured area from the jail to the courthouse.
Actually, they closed the street, dug the ditches for it, formed up the tunnel, and then covered, put the street back in place. We're currently still using the inmate tunnel. We run approximately 4,000 inmates annually to and from court.
Back in 1986, shortly after the jail was built, had a horrible rainstorm. I mean, it was a true storm, and there was a lot of flooding. And that night we were at work, and they started flooding in the tunnel. So Sergeant B.J. Pollard was the sergeant at the time. We went through the tunnel, and I actually found an old photograph of the night of the flooding that we took a picture.
In a jailhouse, you have undoubtedly some of the worst people of society. You have rapists, robbers, murderers, burglars. These prisoners are oftentimes in bad condition with AIDS, tuberculosis, hepatitis. When I retired, I think there was 12 pregnant women in there. We've delivered babies in the Smith County Jail. We have people in there that was on dialysis. They're in terrible physical condition, and a lot of them are very violent. So you need to be attached to the courthouse. The idea of putting a tunnel between that jail and the courthouse was actually a wonderful idea. And we were one of the first ones in probably the United States to do that. Before that, you had to transport them from a jail, and always the possibility of injuring a deputy, injuring the public, losing that prisoner because of escape. And if they were going to try to escape, that's when they were going to do it, between the jailhouse and the courthouse. So having a tunnel was actually a good idea.
The tunnel, it's really state of the art for the time, because I want to say Smith County was probably one of the first counties in Texas. Out of the 254 counties in Texas, Smith County was one of the first ones to have a tunnel. And we were building for the future. And so I can remember people would come from out of town, transport deputies, and they say, "We hear y'all have a tunnel." I said, "Yeah, we do." And I remember they said, "Man, can I go to the store and get a camera?" And I said, "What do you want a camera for?" "I just want to take a picture of the tunnel." And we would let people go down there and look at it because they were amazed at it. And I don't know how many different agencies came through who actually took their picture in the tunnel so they could go back and tell their coworkers, "Man, I was at the Smith County Jail. They have an underground tunnel."
The tunnel's completion date was in early 1986, making this year, April 2016, the tunnel's 30th year of active use. Melissa McTee, Tyler Morning Telegraph.